Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Plays here, and back with some more Process of Elimination. Last time, Holmes, it's like ideal detective, died, just straight up, got obliterated by this robot machine thing, just completely sliced. Like, it was crazy. But then she came back as a ghost, so we're all kind of chill. A full day has passed, and now I'm having sort of a flashback, was it? So yeah, time to continue. It's the voice of a man echoing angrily in the drab, dusty darkness.
何度この実験を続けるつもりだよ。ずっと正義を信じてあんたについてきたが、もう限界だ。この組織を腐りきってやがれ。何より最大の海はあんただ。
The experiments to what? Make someone a detective? His outrage bounces off the walls, causing him to tremble. I can tell just how truly furious he is. But what about? Is that Saika? Someone tugs at my hand from behind and I turn around. The one pulling me appears to be a young girl, but I can't make out her face in the darkness. Nevertheless, her warmth feels familiar. I know this girl. I'm having a dream about my past. Oh, because I guess that's remembering stuff. The girl pulls my hand and begins running, but I want to listen longer. As we move, I keep my sight directed towards the sounds. Okay, yeah, so this probably is like a experiment to make someone into a good detective. We enter a dim passageway and the voices become inaudible. An ice cold breeze blows through my legs, causing my body to shiver. It's freezing, my legs won't move. Or is it that my body is refusing to keep going? Oh, what was that? An intense pain shoots through my head and I fall to my knees. So yeah, this is the same thing that's happening even now. I have no idea what's happening to my body, but oddly enough, I'm certain of one thing. Something horrific awaits us ahead. Yo, bro, we cannot go ahead. The girl calls out to me in the darkness. Is this like the same thing as Doleful's danger sense? To a degree? I really can't see her face at all. The touch of her hand is the only indication she's standing right in front of me. Oh, uh-oh. Memory's fading. Her voice cuts in and out like a radio for a weak signal. Before long, the warmth of her hand is gone. Panicking, I dash further into the passage as if I was chasing after her. My frenzied footfalls ring out through the impenetrable darkness. The voices I heard earlier are gone. Everything of complete and utter isolation washes over me like I'm the only person left on Earth. I can't help but cry out. As I continue on, a light appears ahead of me. I run toward her with all of my strength. I run and run until ahead of me I see the familiar sight of the entrance hall. What was that? I was dreaming. What happened to the passageway I'd just been running down? Where's the girl who's with me? Why am I in the manor? Did I somehow arrive here at some point? The inside of my head burns with agony. I can't shake the feeling that something terrible is happening. What is it? Am I still in a dream? Holmes descends the staircase from the second floor. I'm relieved to finally see a friendly face. Oh, yeah, it's still a dream. As instructed, I take a deep breath and try to recall what had happened. That's right. After I bumped into Holmes' spirit in my room, we spoke until I got sleepy. I mean, after all, you're not all translucent or transparent. I'm in a dream, but it's from my memories. I yell as Holmes flicks my forehead. That hurt? What the? You can't feel pain in a dream. Wow.
こうして同じ夢を
You're
見
not
る
even
こと
a
も可能
ghost
だ
this
し
point. You're more of a
夢の
nuisance.
中なら君の意識に
You
干渉
can
すること
interfere
も
with
可
my
能なんだ
perception? Like, what the heck?
意識に干渉？
噛み砕いて言えば触れたり痛みを与えたりすることもできるというわけだよ
Can you not do that, please? That would be
その分からず
painful.
屋の頭に
So
もう
in
一発お
theory,
見舞いし
could
て
you
みせ
make
よう
me
か
think I'm burning alive or something? That'd be scary.
わかりましたわかりました。すっごくわかりました。夢の中でならお話しできるってことですね。
イグザクトリー賢い頭にはデコピンではなくなでなでをしてあげよう
I guess you must be happy that you're able to touch things again. She lays a hand on my head as she speaks. Her kind touch reminds me of how life like home seems like right now. Of course, the situation is objectively unreal. I'm a bit ashamed of how easily I'm willing to believe any of this is true.
さてワト君重要なのはここからだ君は今見ているこの光景を
Yeah, this is clearly the mansion that we're in currently.
どうって。
This is the entrance hall to the manor, exactly as I've known it. The level of detail is almost too incredible to be a dream. It's hard to not be impressed at my mind for making it.
特に何も思いませんけど。何かあるんですか？
やはりまだ見えていないか
Holmes takes my hand and walks towards the entrance, pulling me along.
ワト君私と思念が結びついたということは君の脳にも強
Oh,
い
did I get
変
an
化が
upgrade
生
or
じたという
something?
ことだ具体的に言えば生前の私が扱えた特殊な能力を君も使いこなせるというこ
A
とに
future sight? Hold on a second, hold on, lockhead.
特殊な能力？何ですかそれ？さっきから頭痛がするばかりで体には特に変化も見られませんけど。
それはどうかな足元に何かを感じないかい
My feet. Now that she mentions it, I do feel something touching my foot. I look down to inspect it, and what I see is... I finally process what's touching me. It's Downtown's arm, stiff like a porcelain doll. Her hand is coated in a dark liquid, leaving a crimson red handprint where she made contact. I heave as the metallic stench hits my nose, but since this is a dream, I have nothing in my stomach to vomit out. So this isn't a dream, this is a vision of the future. This is what this, oh my god, so this is what Ideal, this is what she gets. When you dream, you get foresight. It isn't just Downtown Detective, the other detectives I met lie in a heap upon the floor like figurines toppled from a shelf. Are all of them dead? Among them is Doleful, prone and lifeless. Rowdy's hand stretches towards me as she foams at the mouth, her eyes rolled up and non-moving.
ヤク君、みんな。
I rush to Doleful and check for her pulse, but feel nothing. I hear no voices, no breathing aside from my own. Not one of them is showing even a single sign of life. Downtown's face, which usually wore such a carefree smile, is frozen and contorted as anguish and blood still trickles down it. She was so full of energy just last night. The thought brings me to tears. It's unforgivable. Who could do something so horrendous?
君にも見えたみたいだ悲劇の結末
Wait, so you just look at your futures like even though you're dead? That's crazy. Holmes walks over to me as I stand rooted in place. Upon seeing her face, I'm finally able to gain some composure.
焦ったりしてバカだな。僕は。ホームズさん、これは夢なんですよね。
Nah, man, you get access to the future.
皆殺しに遭うなんて。そんな。
In fact, she probably saw the future too, and that's why she invited incompetent Wato, because he's the one who could have avoided it. Because he dodged a chandelier. You should probably saw someone else getting sliced up by a chandelier or something else. In fact, her death might be the only thing that can help. I'm not sure. Like just a matter of course. Like Senior has to have died.
繰り返しになるが半分正解で半分不正解だこれは夢であり夢じゃない
どういう意味ですか？はっきりと教えてください、ホームズさん。
Holmes flashes her coldest smile yet. The tone of her voice as she answers sends shivers down my spine.
これはこの先で起こりうる未来の悲劇君は悲劇を予知する能力を手に入れたんだよ
Yo, I got future sight. Let's go. Okay, so the people that are dead obviously can't be the quartering Duke, right? Or I mean, like, can we cross that off? I don't know. We might be able to. If we can say that the people who are dead simply cannot be the quartering Duke, the person who killed Senior, the person who killed Holmes. It gets a little easier. I wake up on my bed. The morning sun shines through the window, filling the dusky room with light. How far into the future did I just witness, though? My whole body is soaked from night sweats, but despite just waking up, my wits remain sharp. It feels less like I was sleeping and more like I simply opened my eyes.
夢
My hands tremble as the tragic scene I had witnessed moments ago flashes through my mind. I was definitely there just now. I saw Downstone Detective's corpse, my hands soaked in blood. It felt far too real to be a dream. Could that really have been a potential future tragedy like Holmes said?
そうだホームズさんホームズさんは
Holmes had been speaking in my dream, but now she's nowhere to be seen. I calm down and my confusion begins to fade. As it does, the absurd events that took place when I entered this room, not to mention my sleep, feel more and more like an illusion.
そうだよね
Or maybe she can't come out during the day.
そもそも死んだ人が霊になって僕の前に現れるだなんてあるわけがないしね
Maybe she's just sleeping up as she is.
いい夢は見れたかな
I sure hope he doesn't scream here. Holmes' body pops out of the ceiling. Hold your mouth this time. I suppressed my shriek before another manages to burst out. Talk about a close one. I was on the brink of getting the other detectives all worried about me again.
どうして天井から体を飛び出してきたんですか
上の階の住人の様子を確認しただけだよ。美食くんの寝相がなかなかユニークだったが、聞きたいかい？
もうないですその部屋を覗くだなんて探偵失格ですよホームズさん
I mean, considering she was murdered, I guess that counts as being
おや
decommissioned.
おや、青少年のくせにロマンがないな。幽霊になったのだから覗きの一つや二つしたくなるのが人情だろ。まあ許してくれよ。あんな強烈な余地を見た後だからな。サプライズで少しでも気分を紛らわせてやろ
Dang,
う
so
と
how
思
long
っ
do I
たん
have
だ。
how long do I have this ghost attached to me for? Like for like the rest of my life, just like a permanent roommate.
気持ちだけ受け取っておきます
I suppose Holmes's prank did distract me from my mental panic somewhat. I recall what I saw in my dream with a clear mind. All the detectives dead upon the floor, the stench of blood, their faces contorted in anguish. And Holmes warned me that the future holds a catastrophe in store.
ホームズさん夢で話したことは覚えていますか
もちろん覚えているよ。夢で話した通り、私は君の心を読める
Yeah,
か
can you like stop
ら
that
信じた
please?
くないんだろ。だが諦めろ。夢の中で語ったことは全て真実だ。私が有していた未来予知の能力、エンドシーンに君は
Denouement.
確かに目覚めている。
Denouement.
そ
The
して
ability
予知
to
した
predict the
夢
future.
例の全滅の結末だ。
予知だなんてそんなどういう原理でできるんですかそもそもなんでいきなり僕にそんな力が突然すぎて頭が追いつきませんよ
だな、私も理屈まではわからない。
Maybe that's why you were so easily able to accept that you were a ghost, since you can predict the future, you know, the paranormal.
わからないってそんな
当たり前のようにできることに理屈など求めないだろ。君は呼吸をする際にどんなプロセスを経て息を吸い込み、体内に酸素が行き渡るか説明できるのか？
いやそれは無理
How long
です
have you had this power for?
そうだろ。私にとってエンドシーイングも同じだ。未来を読むことができるという事実が重要なのであって、原理などどうでもいい。
それでいいんでしょうか
I get the feeling that I've been tricked by her silver tongue. Or is that just my imagination?
そんなことより今はもっと優先して考えなければならないことがあるだろ。
The premonition?
優先して考えなければならないことって何ですか
君が見た惨劇をどうすれば回避できるかどうかさ。
Her words give me a start. She's right, there's no time to despair, not after the tragedy I've foreseen. Right now, I need to figure out what I can do to change that outcome. But, how would I even start?
そのエンドシーイングとやらで予知した未来は変えることができるんですか
Most assuredly.
無論だよ。私はもともと予知した惨劇を事前に阻止することで評価を上げてきた人間だからな。だって 積極的に行動を起こしていけばきっと未来を変えることができる
I
はず
mean,
だ
we
よ
have future sight after all. Even if I can come up with a solution, our combined brain strength should be able to.
僕みたいな凡人が動いてなんとかなるものなんでしょうか。
All the difference in the world, actually. If you're genuinely asking that question. Honestly, I'm not so sure. Even outside of her ability, Holmes was an incredibly gifted person. But me? Incompetent is literally in my name. There's no way I'd have the power to change the future on my own.
一人で変える必要なんてないよ
Yeah, you're not on your own. You have a ghost partner.
どうして心の声を
Oh, right, yeah.
君の
The whole
心を
binary
読め
thing.
ると何度も言っているじゃないか風が吹けば桶屋が儲かるという話は知っているかな多くの人は自分が動いたところで何も変わらないと思っているが全くもってそんなことはない小さな波紋だって確実にどこかの水面を揺らし揺れた水面に呼応して別の動きにつながる君の起こした波紋によって他の探偵たちも行動を起こしきっと本来以上の役割を果たして未来を変えることができるさ
そんなものでしょうか。
Just having the knowledge of the future is enough to change the future?
そんなもの
I mean, of course, action as well, but eh. Her eloquent words still seem to be leading me on, but I'll trust her for now. Either way, I wasn't planning to stand idly by.
それと未来を変えるのに有効なのは他の者の行動を変えることだな
行動を変えるってどうやって。
方法はいろいろさ君を信頼する者なら頼んで変えてもらえばいいし敵対す
So
る
all
者
we
なら
gotta do is just
力ずくで変えてやる
change
のもいいだろう
the actions that can lead to a dead end. And if not, I guess that would give me a game over.
それと死ぬはずだった運命の探偵を救うのも効果的だろうな
まさかさすがにそんな状況誇り得ません。
Yeah, they got bodied quite a bit. But everyone got killed, Mike. Like the Golden Duke, bro does not mess around. He does not mess around. Like actually, it's crazy.
どうかなこの洋館は私もあまり訪れたことがなく謎の仕掛けが多い犯人がもしその仕掛けに通じていたのなら
Yeah,
確実に利用してくるだろう
Like actually, any killer could use any traps. I guess the killer would have to have backup plans, like not just like being stupid, be like just this one grand plan. No, if things go wrong, I got backup plans. I just gotta kill everybody.
以前も言ったが今回の事件の黒幕は恐ろしく狡猾で用意周到だ何が起ころうとも切り抜けられるよう覚悟しておいた方がいい
I guess killing ideally who has future sight is like the main priority for the killer.
私の二の鉄を踏まないためにも
These words weigh especially heavy coming from the now deceased Holmes. And to get myself together, being reunited with Holmes made me just a little too lax. How do you even die if you can see the future when you're asleep? Well, I guess that day was a lot. Even she was no match for this adversary. I need to put my game face on if I'm going to tackle this.
ごめんなさいホームズさん。今の言葉ちゃんと肝に銘じておきます。
その意気だよワト君そして最後に一つこれだけは守ってくれ
Holmes' face grows stern as she speaks with a strong voice and chipped tones that I've never heard her use before.
私が見えること私の能力を受け継いだことは絶対に誰にも言うな
Because that makes me such a huge target that I would just die, actually.
どうしてですか。簡単には信じてもらえないとは思いますけど、もし本当だと証明できたら話がスムーズなのに。
Dude is actually stupid. Think inside the box, actually.
されるからだ理由はおいおい説明していくから今はとにかく
Dude, why any time? I think she got killed because of her power, so why would Wato be any different?
ほら君にお客さんみたいだぞ
Just then, someone knocks on the door. I open it to see Armor and Dolofold have come to tell me that Mystics made breakfast.
ありがとう二人とも。ちょっと汗をかいちゃったからシャワーを浴びてから食堂に向かうよ。
了解である。
魔界さんの手料理 すごく
Wait,
美味し
is
そうだ
Ideal
よ
gonna be there when I shower?
先に行
Oh,
って食
okay.
べてるね
Probably not. You can wait outside. Once they leave, I take the towel prepared for me in my room. Once they leave, I take the towel prepared for me in my room and head to the bathroom on the second floor. But at that moment,
ではシャワー室に向かうとしようか
oh my god. For some reason, Holmes acts like tagging along is a normal thing to do here.
なんでついてくるんですか？シャワーを浴びるから部屋か食堂で待っていてください。
おいおい君こそ何を言っているんだ私は君から離れることができないと初めに
僕自ら離れようとしてもダメなんですか？
But yeah, she can. She literally moved up through the rooms to go check on the sleeping people.
ああ全くダメだなまるで散歩紐でくくられたワンコのごとく君の進む方角へ引きずられていってしまうまあ見られているものでもないし別に構わないだろ
Of course I mind.
構います。めちゃくちゃ構います。女性に見られながらシャワーを浴びるなんて恥ずかしいですよ。
君のわがままにも困ったものだね
That's the decent thing to
シャ
do.
ワー室の外で待っているよただ一点だけ理解してくれ繰り返しになるが幽霊になった以上覗きの一つや二つしたくなるのは仕方がないことなんだ
覗く気満々じゃないですか。
Wow, being a ghost is crazy. After showering, I head down to the dining room. The detectives are gathered around the long table just as they did last night. But unlike yesterday, no one needs to stand guard, meaning this time the entire group is clustered together. Because I mean, we all know that the killer is one of us.
料理激うまじゃんイギリス料理の評価がうちの中でバカ上がりなんですけど
そんなに抱きつくな渋谷探偵私は世界中を放浪する身だからな
There's two good cooks in this? Wow, okay. Gourmet and then Mystic. Unexpected for Mystic to be good at food.
デレデレと鼻の下を伸ばしてるめっちゃもないぞヘロ親父少女はウインナーをハミハミ睨みつけた
まあまあ渋谷さんは誰に対してもスキンシップが激しいから気にしないであげようよ
Bookworm is no chill. No chill at all. Just always throwing the hands. Throwing the accusations.
本当に美味しいわ特にこのキューカンバーサンドワインビネガーの風味とキュウリのみずみずしさがキュンキュンくるわねマカイちゃん後でレシピを教えてちょうだい私のレシピ手帳に追加する
You know you're doing something good if the gourmet is asking for the recipe.
僕も知りたいです。これならバイト先の先生でも作れそうですし。
もちろん構わんさ。そのブリティッシュサンドにまつわるイギリス地方都市の
Is there folklore associated with the sandwiches? There's folklore with the sandwiches? Mystic proceeds to give Gourmet and me the recipe along with the ghost story I don't really follow. As we eat, the conversation naturally turns to Evan's reports from yesterday.
昨日洋館中を探してみましたけど出入り口はやはりエントランスホールの扉のみ脱出できそうな場所は皆無でしたわ
Oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
最後の地下通路のように分かりやすい隠し通路でもあれば話は早かったのですが
But we already found everything that there was in this manor
俺も
to
退
find.
屈しのぎに館の中を見て回ったけど特に怪しげな場所はなかったかなでもラッキーなことに書斎でこの洋館の見取り図は発見したよ
Oh, so we have the full blueprints of this place. That's actually useful.
見取り図ですってあなたどうしてそんな重要なものをやすやすと
これが序列4位と5位の差かな
It's a one rank difference.
今に見てなさいよこのモジャロンゲ
Everyone looks at the blueprints spread across the table. Even at a glance, you can see the suspicious space behind the painting. If there really is a hidden passageway, we should be able to find it on these floor plans. However, no matter how hard we scrutinize them, we can't see any area where another hidden passage could exist.
やっぱりこの洋館を出るには強行突破しかねえってのかよ。
我が命はいつでも仲間のために投げ打つ覚悟はできている。例の黒いからくりメカに突っ込むのもやぶさかではないぞ。
There's no need to do that. We can chill for a little bit.
そんなことしちゃダメだよ。みんなで生き残らなきゃ。
飛脚ちゃんの言う通りよ。幸い食料は十分にあるのだし、救助が来るまで待つのが得策だわ。
In the meantime, why don't we find out who the killer is? Because now she's gonna wait for us to be rescued.
うちも救助待ちに賛成。通信の異常は同盟の本部も理解してるだろうしさ。しばらくすれば異常に気づいて助けも来てくれるんじゃね。つうかこれだけのメンツが揃ってるんだし、みんなで集まって守りを固めた方がいいっしょ。
I disagree with that notion entirely. You guys really think the coordinating division is gonna wait for us to get help?
私も渋谷さんに賛成だ。今朝外を見たら例の黒いメカが洋館の周囲をぐるりぐるりと回っていた。
Saying like an actual predator.
下手に脱出を図るよりも慌てずに洋館内の調査を続ける方がいいと思う。
私も異論はない。
書斎に本がたくさんあるから退屈しませんと。少女はあまりに参考
Why are
に
you
ならない
acknowledging it as useless? Why would you even say it in that case? Just then I hear someone laugh. We all turn to look when they see Renegade Detective grinning. He begins to speak, his voice dripping with mockery.
待つしかない。冷静に調査を進める。お気楽だね。犯人は今
I mean, exactly. Just waiting around doing nothing isn't really gonna... It's gonna result in our deaths, basically.
どういう意味ですか？
そもそも今こうして温かい食事を食べていられることに違和感を抱かないのかな。今回の犯人はこちらの動きを完全に読んだ上でこの洋館に僕らを閉じ込めたというのにさ。
What Renegade Detective is saying suddenly makes sense. If the couple wanted to annihilate us, there'd be no need to go through such lengths.
扉の鍵を壊しておけば俺たちは今頃みんなあの黒いメカに殺されていたし、食料だって全部処分しておけばいいだけだよね。ではホームズよろしく。俺たちの前に広がる現実から犯人の企みを推理してみようか。この洋館が住みやすくされているということは犯人の目的は一体何だということになるのかな。
I don't know. Killing detective for fighting prisoners in the manor. Because again, if the idea was killing the detectives, then they could have already done that essentially. So I guess imprisonment in the manor is what they were doing. Why can't I make a save? That kind of gets rid of the whole process here.
洋館に閉じ込めること。つまり時間を費やすことですよ。
素晴らしい回答だよ無能君。つまり俺たちが今こうしてもたもたと簡単にふけっている現状がすでに八つ崎公の思惑通り。
We are playing to his tune.
このまま何もせずに過ごし続ければもっと大きな悲劇が待ち受けている。
The dining room falls silent. The cheery atmosphere suddenly turns frosty. The catastrophic scene from my dream flashes in the back of my mind.
このままじゃいけない。きっとあの惨劇は避けられない。
But also, I'm pretty sure Renegade would have brought it no matter what. So this isn't quite changing the future just yet. Renegade Detective is absolutely right, but he clearly gets a kick out of inciting chaos. We can't rely on him to help us to avert catastrophe.
波の行動じゃ運命は変えられない。運命を変えるには相応の覚悟が必要だ。
Yep,
さ
yep.
あワト君、君の選択を見せてくれ。
I'm just gonna start punching people and act like a rabid dog. That'll change fate in some way.
はい。
After receiving a proverbial push on the back from Holmes, I make up my mind. I've got practically zero confidence in myself, but if I want to save everyone, I'm going to have to take action. Whatever needs right now is hope. Suffice it to say, they want to avoid being trapped here like the enemy wants. If I have to lie, then so be it. I've got to propose something that can break this deadlock.
でも策なんて何を。ホームズさんは何も教えてくれないし。
Holmes clearly wants me to come up with something by myself, but don't worry, I got you.
待てよ。僕じゃなくて ホームズさんの言葉なら従
Oh, I
って
have
くれる
no
んじゃ。
idea. You're losing me, sir. I make up a bluff. It's a double-edged sword, but if I'm caught, no one will ever trust me again. But it's the only way I can think of.
そうだ、一つ大切なことを思い出しました。
Oh, shoot. Wait a second. Oh, is he gonna lie about what Holmes said to you or something? I fight past the stammer and get my words out. Oh, what's up, dude? All eyes turn to me. My breath catches my throat. It's over if they figure out I'm lying. I can't falter now. Gourmet can literally smell lies, so we're kind of cooked. My body is moments away from shaking, but I keep it under control and begin to speak.
実はこの洋館にはもう一つ隠し通路があります。だからそれをみんなで発見して。
Oh, so that's what you're lying about. Silence. My outburst takes everyone by surprise. They all just sit there staring at me in
隠
amazement.
し通路ですって？なぜあなたのような新入りがそんなことを知っていますの？
You know, Ideal
序
told me.
列上位の私でさえ知らないというのにちゃんちゃらおかしいですわ。
Yeah, Ideal told me. Oh my god.
教えてくれたんです。本当に困った時は探してみろって。
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna doubt the words of her?
あの女が
Posh detective falls silence. Holmes's words are the chief's after all. Not to mention, everyone here knows that the chief was fond of me. It's compelling enough, if only just. As I predicted, the effort is immediate. The effect is immediate.
リーダーは他に何と言っていましたか？
ごめんなさい。他にはなんとも。
用心深い彼女らしいですね。では二手に分かれて捜査をしませんか？どうして二手に分かれる必要がありますの？私は一人で結構ですわよ。
Oh my god, shut up!
昨夜作ったこの監視カメラを1階と2階の主要な部屋に設置してほしいからです。
Oh! Okay, that's cool. We got security cameras. Detective takes out a large handful of small cameras from a cardboard box at his feet, arraying them on the table with Rowdy's help.
昨日作りたいものがあるとか言ってたのってまさかこれ？
Yo, we're clutch.
ええ。犯人が洋館の中に隠れているかもしれないなら必要だと思ったんです。渋谷さんの所有していたスマホのカメラを改造したものだから耐久性に不安が残りますけど、僕の所有するタブレットで全ての記録映像を確認できますよ。
これ全部渋谷さんのスマホなんですか？
Multiple smartphones.
そうだよ。仕事用とか友達用とかゲーム用とか探偵用とかいろいろと使い分けててさ。
Isn't work and detective and kind of the same thing though?
監視カメラの場所がわからないというのはストレスだと思うので、皆さんに監視カメラの位置を共有しながら設置していきます。
I mean, you don't want the recording Duke know where this stuff is set up
さ
though,
すが
right?
に12人が連れ立って行動するのは難しいので、1階と2階とで6人ずつに分かれて行動したいんですよ。
So we're gonna search for secret entrance, we're gonna find absolutely nothing. And then it's gonna be like, yo, incompetent, bro. What was that all about?
うちは異議なし。
僕も賛成。みんなで行動した方が安全だと思うしね。
さすがは科学殿である。我はもちろん協力するぞ。八つ崎港の動きを監視することで襲撃されにくくなる。とてもいい案だと思うよ。
The rest of the detectives follow downtown with me with their own seals of approval.
これでは私がわがままみたいではありま
Yo,
せん
how's the recording Duke gonna get around off all these security cameras? They will find a way.
自覚ないの？わがままなお嬢ちゃん。
もじゃろんげはお黙りなさい。私も協力すれば
That
いいのでしょ。協
speckled
力すれば。
sheepdog. Despite Haja's huffing and puffing, she eventually quizzes Teki's suggestion, after which we split ourselves into 2 teams. Alright, let's go, guys. After much discussion, I find myself in a team with these 5 detectives. I feel bad thinking about it. I feel bad thinking it, but I'm relieved to not be working with Renegade and Posh. There is likely to be less trouble this way.
ゲドウ君、私たちの管轄は1階だよ。一人で行かないでくれ。
It seems the other group, or at least Workaholic, is already having trouble. His shouting continues and the second team exits calmly. As we climb the stairs to the second floor, Holmes calls out to me in a soft voice.
先ほどの隠し通路を探すように仕向けたくだりはとても鮮やかだったな。
Yeah, so what are we gonna do when they don't find a secret passage?
私が君にそう語ったようにさえ思えたよ。
とっさの嘘にしては上出来でしたね。
Yo, can we not say this out loud, please? Obviously, he wasn't told anything about another hidden passage. It was simply a lie to give everyone a goal to work together on. At the very least, it'll prevent us from just dawdling about until catastrophe strikes. This is the first step to preventing that tragedy.
私を出しにして他の探偵たちを導くとは、よく舌が回るようになってきたじゃないか。
Also, can't I just like talk using my thoughts? That seems easier since she can read my mind.
きっと昨夜からずっとあなたの冗談を聞き続けているおかげでしょうね。ありがとうございます。
うんうん。皮肉まで言えるようになるとはいい傾向だ。この
The
調子で
sarcasm really worked to
どんどん
sharpen your
探偵
skills
と
as
して
a
のスキルを
detective.
高めていこう。だが、これでもし隠し通路を見つけられなかったときは、君は針のむしろだぞ。
はい。覚悟の。
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about this. We will not find hidden passage, but I'll make an excuse. If we do nothing, I'll die alongside the rest. Better take a gamble and bank on the remote chance that there really is a secret way out.
僕たち探偵が行動を起こさないと悲劇は覆りませんから。
Yo, Cop, did you say anything back there? I'm hearing you mumbling a lot, Jason. Are you good, man? So the advantage that he has
2
about
階
being a
の
new
客室も
detective
1階と同じ構造
will
な
be
ん
his
だ
future
ね。
sight. Wow, sound creative.
広さまで同じなのかな。例の見取り図をスマホでパシャっておけばよかったね。
広さも装飾も全く同じです。ただ、1階と比べて若干扉の取り付けが歪んでいますね。
The doors are
だから
crooked,
扉が
huh?
開けづらいのでしょう。
Is that in itself a clue?
要は立て付けが悪いってことか。これだけ豪華な建物なのに扉だけ雑すぎじゃね。え、待って。てかなんで見ただけでわかんの？すごくない？
ブーンは一度見たものを絶対に忘れない能力の持ち主なんだ。彼女が言うなら間違いないのだろう。
Oh yeah, photographic memory. I've completely crossed my mind. Just completely forgot about that.
能力まさか超能力
You
的なものですか？
just heard of the super, the ability from Ideal.
いや、完全記憶能力はすごく珍しいけど、そんな超自然的なものじゃないよ。
Hyperthymesia.
非常に優れた自伝的
Great, I gotta
記
go check
憶
this out now.
HSAM として医学的にも実証されているれっきとした能力だからね。
Well, I've heard of this before. Photographic memory. Less than 100 people in the world, though. I thought it was more than that.
すごいではないか、文学殿。我は感動したのである。
Did you remember any book at will?
なんだかすごく嫌そうにしているような。
You don't just remember the positives, you remember the negatives with perfect clarity as well.
そう騒がないでやってくれ。とても集中力のいる力なんだ。さて、この部屋の角にも監視カメラを設置できたし、次の部屋へ移動するとしよう。
Okay, we're just going door to door. We check the other rooms, and as Bookworm said, they're all share the same arrangement. Aside from that, we find nothing of note. The only oddity is that the doors of every room are crooked in comparison to those on the first floor. In fact, Bookworm had also pointed out. I was so busy searching for senior detective that I didn't realize yesterday, but they really are hard to open. It's impossible not to notice now.
どうして扉が歪んでいるのであろうか。開けにくくて仕方がないのである。
So how come the doors on the second floor specifically are crooked?
この洋館が立ってる山って火山だって言うしさ。噴火かなんかの揺れで歪んだんじゃ
That
ないの？
it's built on a volcano is so weird.
この洋館が立っている場所って
Yeah, what if
火
it
山
erupts? I mean, that is very unlikely, but that would be
そう
funny.
らしいよ。まあ、うちもリーダーから聞いただけなんだけどね。
Why would you build a mansion on
わざわ
top
ざ
of a
そんな島
volcano?
に本部を
うん。火山が真ん中にそびえ立ってる島とかマジ危ないし、住もうとする人が少ないからじゃね？
実際この島の構造は侵入者を阻みやすく、隠れ家には最適だと言える。人が住みにくいというのも
I mean, if it was an active volcano, we wouldn't be here, so there's nothing to worry about.
ではその隠れ家へと潜入し研究棟の職員らを殺した者は相当な手だれということか。
もしくはそもそも侵入をする必要がなかったかだな。さて
2階のリビングですね。
Alright, let's go. Oh, there's that living room on the second floor as well? I know something strange as we followed the convoluted hallway toward the living room. It's a mansion, so of course there is.
あれ、この部屋扉が開けっぱなしだ。
What is that, like, scraping sound? We passed through the open door in a room, apart from like a fireplace. Its layout is identical to the living room on the first floor. Is it connected to the first floor? There's like a little rope there, I think. It seemed empty, so it was lost over during yesterday's sweep, but upon closer inspection, it's obviously bizarre compared to the others.
いやー、なんか家具が少なくてつまんない部屋だね。見てるだけで退屈しそうなんですけど。
家具はテーブルと椅子だけ。しかもボルトで床に固定されているのか。奇妙な部屋だ。
Bolted to the floor. Given the size of this room, it's hard to imagine it'd be suitable for anything other than meetings. What purpose could it normally serve?
無能くん、こっちに来て。西側の扉が開けっぱなしになってるよ。
Yeah, that thing. What's going on over there?
しかもなぜかこの扉だけ取っ手と壁がロープで結びつけられているね。
Yeah, maybe this is where the secret passageway is. And then they actually find another secret passage that he made up on the spot.
知られないように固定されているとか。何か仕掛けがあるのかもしれないね。
I'm growing more and more confused. On top of it all, the room had another stark difference that apart from the rest. Is it dusty?
文学ちゃん大丈夫？なんなのこの部屋。
Oh, it's
ちょっと
cold.
寒すぎなんですけど。
そうだね。風が吹き込みやすくなってるのかな。
You know, wait, is there actually a secret passage?
特に足がやばい。床に穴でも開いてるんじゃないの？
She's right. It feels like there's a wind circulating around my feet. This room is drafty and the manor is at a high altitude. That'll explain why it's especially cold in here. If we investigate these conditions for too long, it might end up affecting our health. How cold could it possibly be?
飛躍くん、どうしたの？大丈夫？
ごめん。なんだかこの部屋に入ってから吐き気が止まらなくて。
Oh, is there danger afoot? Doleful's face is losing its color. He looks even paler than back when we were attacked by that black machine. Is the cold getting to him, or is he sensing some kind of danger?
魔界さん、確か下に薪ストーブがありましたよね。この部屋まで運んできませんか？
それは明暗だな。この寒さでは調査などままならない。すぐに持ってこよう。
How cold is it in here? Goodness gracious.
つうか無理。この寒さでなんで扉開けっぱなしにしてんの？この洋館を管理してる人はバカなの？
よし、我に任せろ。
Are you gonna try shutting the door? Armor approaches the west-facing door, then brings his hand down on the rope connecting the handle to the wall, severing it. His cutting edge is as impressive as always. Just what is armor made of?
よし、これで扉を閉じられるのである。少しは寒さもマシになるであろう。
Yippee! Armor makes his triumphant proclamation and begins to close the door, but not one moment later.
待って、なんだか嫌な気配がする。
I mean, obviously, you kinda... It's some mechanism. Dolfo sprinting toward Armor. Armor tilting his head, the door creaking shut. I see it all in slow motion as sparks explode in my mind, and then right before my eyes. Oh my god, it has... Oh, this is what was in that opening. The spikes on the floor. Dolfo is pierced by a bed of slender spikes. He crumbles limply to the ground, blood dripping from his mouth like an open faucet. Is this part of the future ability? Once again, I'm forced to watch I lose yet another friend. I snap back into focus to see Doleful standing in front of me unharmed.
無能くん。
Doleful's safe and sound. What was that? What's going on? What did I just see? Dude, get on the tables! Get on top of the tables.
エンドシーニングで悲劇を予知したんだ。早く比嘉君を助けろ、ワト君。
Oh my god, that was like... Okay, so it's not when you're sleeping. You can just do it at any time that you want. So yeah, Wato has the same ability. I guess Ideal, she like magnified it, but he already had the ability since he predicted some strategies, not to the same extent though. I guess because Ideal honed it as a detective since she had so much experience. But there was a case of like going in that place with the poison and the falling chandelier, and before the robot, they just had like little like headaches. So it clearly was hinting that there was a lot of danger over there. Not good. Days, I darted across the floor and shoved Doleful. Doleful and I toppled to the ground. And the very next moment, Sharp Spike shot to the floor beside us. If I hadn't pushed him, Doleful would have been impaled the way I had just witnessed. That was a close call, too close.
何事なのだ。我が扉を閉じた瞬間、床から針が。
Okay, yeah, so this is an insane mechanism. I guess this is good for a trapping?
わかんないけどさ、扉を閉じちゃダメだったってことじゃない？さっさと扉を開けて脱出し
Okay,
ようよ。
that might not work.
すまない。それがいくら開けようとしても扉が開かないのだ。
Okay, I originally said jump on top of the table, but those spikes look like they're above the table. Armor frantically twists the handle on the east side of the room, but no avail. Kick it open! Our situation is getting more dire by the second.
一本だけじゃないよ。外側からどんどん針が飛び出してきてる。
Ooh. Doleful's right. Spikes are bursting up in ranks from the rest inside of the room. At this rate, we'll soon run out of space, and that'll be the end of us. We have to do something, but what?
どうすればいいんですか。このままじゃ僕たち殲滅し。
テンパりすぎだ、ワト君。私との会話に気づかれるぞ。
What does it matter at this point? There's
そ
spikes!
んなこと言ってる場合ですか。生きるか死ぬかの瀬戸際なのに。
瀬戸際だからこそ落ち着けと言っているんだ。
Holmes draws her face so close to mine that her nose is nearly touched, shocking me into silence as she continues speaking.
ここで冷静さを欠けば悲劇は避けられない。魔界探偵をよく見ているといいぞ。
Despite the rest of us panicking, Mystic and Bookworm were calm and collected.
文、先ほどまでと比べて部屋にどのような変化が生じている？
Yeah, the spikes it seems to have risen above the floor.
床
That's
板に針が飛び出てくるための穴ができています。
yeah, the secret thing below. That's why it's so
この部屋
cold.
の肌寒さはこの穴が原因なのでしょう。
So, I guess cutting the rope activated? No, I guess the door shutting is what activated it. So this room is a death trap that is activated once the door is able to be shut, sealing the people in. That's why it was held open, so it wouldn't be activated.
なるほど。つまりシャンデリアの罠と同様に一度起動すれば終わりではなく何度でも繰り返し起動するタイプの罠ならば中央の家具に施された仕掛けにも
Okay,
意味が生じてくる。
so you know what? Maybe the quartering Duke actually did die in the vision. These guys just like were going into stuff without expecting any traps, and they were just kind of dumb. Mystic takes Bookworm by the hand and starts giving us orders.
文、それに他の者たちも中央の机と椅子の上に乗るん
Astute
だ。
observation, but from this angle, it looks like the spikes are actually going above. I guess it couldn't pierce the table, maybe.
でも中央に行ったらすぐに針が来ちゃいますよ。
私を信じろ。必ず全員助かる。
Yeah, maybe it can't go from the table. The floor is lava. We all exchange glances before making up our minds. Per Mystic's orders, we scramble to climb on the chairs, huddling together on the normal table. My god, Wato looks so scared. Yeah, it would stop here, I guess. Spikes sprout out from the floor at a rapid pace, steadily heading our way. This won't work. The table and chairs aren't enough to stop that kind of momentum. We're all about to get skewered.
でも見てられない。
Unable to take it, I close my eyes, but then
恐怖するのはいい。だが目を背ける。
Mystic Detective speaks from behind me. My eyes shoot open.
死を恐れないのは無謀だ。だが死の恐怖から目を背けるのは何よりも無理だ。無能探偵 真の探偵を志すのならば死の恐怖と向き合った上でなお前に踏み出せ。探偵とは常に死の恐怖を超えていかねばならないものだ。
I'm pretty sure detectives aren't up to this, aren't up to these shenanigans often.
真実とは常に死の恐怖を超えてこそ見極められる。さあしっかりと見ているんだ。
The spikes are in front of our noses at this point, leaping out with so much force that I can feel them part my hair. My body instinctively lurches towards the exit on the user's end of the room. Visions of yesterday's victims flash spontaneously in my mind. People die. Everyone does, no matter how heroic they are, how storied and accomplished. I had never been made to confront this obvious truth before. I'd go so far as to say that no one living a normal life truly understands it. How can they? It just goes to show how little ordinary people have to deal with human mortality.
やっばもう針がこっちまで来るじゃん。
Text down my will. Yeah, have fun with that.
演技でもないことを言うのはよせ、渋谷殿。安心しろ。もしこの机が針に耐えられるとも、我がみんなの盾となる。
I feel like armor, no matter what, would be okay. Like a little bit uncomfortable, maybe.
脅威の気配は感じられない。大丈夫。大丈夫。
Probably everyone voices their concerns. We could all be impaled in a matter of moments. Even after all the carnage these detectives have seen, it's only natural for them to be afraid. And yet no one tries to flee. They all have the courage and need to overcome their fears. I want to be brave like all the others, but I have to find this courage of my own. Also, by the way, if you do run, you will actually get yourself killed, so that's a pretty good decision there. I dig my nails in and will my legs to stop shaking, then turn towards Mystic and speak in a clear voice.
赤井さん、さっきはおじけついてごめんなさい。
You are good, dude.
目をつぶったりしません。僕は最後まで恐怖と向き合います。
いい目になったな。ホームズのやつが気に入るのもよく
Alright, guys, we're in the middle of a death situation. Can we, like, trim down the chit chat a little bit?
本当に恐ろしいのはここから最後まで決して目をそらすなよ。
はい。
The terrifying part. Oh. Is it rapidly approaching still? How many rows of spikes are there? The cold, deadly spike stand right before us. The next place to strike goes right through the table, skewering us along with it. But at that moment, the inexplicable occurs.
針がテーブルを避けた。
Dang.
マジ？どうなってんのこれ？なんかの魔法？
I mean,
まさか魔界殿は誠に魔術の使い手であったのか。魔界殿、針よけの秘術をぜひ我に教えてくれ。
if the floors have holes in them, can you, like, look for the area that doesn't have holes in them?
そんなわけないでしょう。常識で考えてください。と少女は頭の悪い
It's still so
探
rude.
偵たちに苛立ちつつ言った。
As they banter, the spikes continue piercing up at every spot except the table and chairs. Oh, is it going down and up over and over again? Oh, I'm good. In a few minutes, the entire room is crowded with spikes, the only exception being where we currently sit. Oh, it's not. It's just taken. It just took forever. Okay. Now we can awkwardly move past them. These chairs and this table are the only safe zone. I shudder as I recall how we almost ran to the corners of the room. If we hadn't followed Mystic's lead, we would just be a pile of skewered corpses right now. It's a miracle that we made it out. The only question I have is, how did he know where to go?
無能探偵、どうして安全地帯を見抜けたのか理由がわかるか。
The fact that it's chained down, right? There wouldn't be any spikes there.
それはその。
I haven't the slightest idea. Dolphin notices the heart I'm struggling to answer and whispers into my ear. Because the chairs and table are all chained down, which means that there shouldn't be any spikes below that,
冷
right?
静になれば簡単なヒントだったよ。家具がないことが最大のヒント
The
だったん
lack
だ
of。furniture.
家具がないことが。それはどうして。
I guess we infested all room in the
一
spikes.
度罠が起動すれば針で埋め尽くされる部屋に家具を置いていたらどうなると思う？
We would all easily die.
全部壊れると思う。あの罠の針は相当勢いが強かったから。 そうか。だから家具が全然なかったのか。でもそれ
I
なら
mean, there needed to be
部屋に残っ
one safe
さあ
zone, right?
逆に言えば部屋に残されたテーブルと椅子には罠が起動しても壊れない理由があるはずなんだよ。そしてこのテーブルと椅子はボルトで固定されていた。つまり重要なのはこの位置にテーブルと椅子があることだったんだ。
つまりこのテーブルと椅子のある場所からは危険な針が飛び出してくることはない。
I thought because they were bolted down, there wouldn't be any spikes underneath them.
見事だ
Well, I
飛
guess,
脚探偵
whatever.
彼の言う通り冷静になれば決して難しい問題じゃないだろう
You know, Incompetent was taken off guard at the sudden vision of Doleful dying, so you know what? Maybe being a little bit shook isn't that
だ
bad.
が多くの者は死の恐怖に惑わされ部屋の隅へと逃げてしまうそうなれば逃げることもできずにゆっくりと串刺し刑の執行を待つしかない
何それやば。この洋館を設計したやつ絶対に性格悪いじゃん。
Was the mansion originally this trapped? Is there more
若
traps
い
somewhere
殿が
else
素
too as
早
well?
く見抜いてくれて助かったのである。心から感謝するぞ、魔界殿。
We're really lucky that we didn't find this room some other time.
気にするな同志の命を救うのは当然だろうだがこれだけは覚えておいてくれ人間の恐怖心はいつだって真
You
実を
gotta have
ぼや
a
かしてしまう
clear head and think about things logically.
私もかつて恐怖心にとらわれ大きな失敗を犯しただからこそ今では超自然的なオカルトじみた事件にも立ち向かえるよ
Don't rule out any
知識を磨いてい
possibility
る
is basically what he
一
learned.
見打開できない状況にも必ず巧妙は指す探偵にとって何より大切なのは恐怖に抗い真実を
You know,
追
I
求し
do
よ
like
う
this
と
guy's
する意
design
志な
though.
の
He looks so cool. Like actually, he's like top 5 detective designs. Like he's just sick. In time, the spikes recede into their cavities beneath the floor, and the room returns to how it was before. It looks as though nothing had happened at all. No one would believe me if I told him there were spikes ready to burst off from the floor.
みんな本当にすまなかったのである。
Armor leaps into the floor and prostrates himself before us.
もうこのバカ野郎い。マジで軽率な行動は控えてよね。
Hey, downtown, weren't you the one who told me to show the door?
まあまあ
Or someone did.
武装君は僕たちの身を案じて扉を閉じてくれたわけだし、その辺にしておこうよ。
Oh, yeah, but Doleful definitely would have died.
あんたら男衆が甘いからこのバカはつけ上がるんだよ。ちゃんと面倒見てよね。
Oh, dang. The three of us stand in a row before the peeved off downtown, heads bowed in apology.
バカばっかりと少女は蔑みの目を男たちに向ける。
Okay, can we calm down a little bit?
そう言うなあれだけの死の脅威を肌身に感じた後でもいつものように会話ができることは素晴らしい才能だホームズも大変な置き土産を残してくれたものだよまったく
What, me? We used our defense to notify the other detectives about the trap in the second floor living room. Also, per downtown's suggestion, we moved the door so it'll stay open on its own.
床を掘ってどうするの？
この穴に木のブロックを埋め込んでつっかえ棒にすんの。こうすればドアが引っかかって閉じないっしょ。
And also, we can use it to our advantage if we need to. She shows a chunk of wood armor shaved into the cube into the hole. Part of the block juts out of it, preventing the door from shutting. It's pretty sturdy so long as it stays put. Even a strong shove wouldn't close the door. This should keep things safe.
なるほど。ロープで固定するよりも簡単で、ほどけることもなくて安全だね。
いい感じっしょ。うちの実家チビたちが多くてさ、ぶつかって怪我しないようこうやってドアを開きっぱなしにしてたの。
Who smacks in the
おかげ
doors?
でプライバシーがなくて最悪だったわ。
子供はドアノブで怪我をしがちだからないい工夫だと思うぞ
Who injures themselves on doorknobs, though? You never know, life experiences may come in handy. We ensure the door won't close and set off the trap, then leave the room behind. We didn't find a secret passage, but we did find a death passage. After we finished setting up the surveillance cameras, we decided to have dinner in the dining room. Once again, we gather around the refectory table, salivating in anticipation of Gourmet's cooking. Techie, the man of the hour, takes the seat of honor. His PC is connected to his tablet as he clatters away on the keyboard. He appears to be setting things up so that all the cameras can be monitored from the tablet. My curiosity gets the best of me, so I go over to see what he's doing.
どう？監視カメラはうまく機能しそう？
ええ、すでにエントランスホールのカメラは起動していますよ。ほら、この通り。
Techie takes his tablet off the table and shows it to me. Oh, we got camera footage. There on the display is the entrance hall, the manor's sole means of entry and exit. With this, we should be able to prevent the culprit from sneaking out of here.
へえ、大したもんだな。あんたなら本部まで届く通信機でも作れるんじゃねえのか？
Still not.
それはさすがに。スマホの録画機能と探偵デバイスにも使われている通信システムを組み合わせただけですから、大したものじゃありませんよ。
Okay, Techie.
謙遜しちゃって。お姉さんじゃ監視カメラどころかインスタントカメラも作れないわよ。
姉さんこそよく言うぜ。インスタントラーメンが得意ってやつの作る料理か？このテーブルのごちそうがよ。
Roddy's right. While there are fewer dishes than last night, everything is brand new and they all look delicious. The crystal clear soup in particular is exquisite with its flavorful seafood stock. Dig in. Wait, did we just waste the entire day again?
このスープ。
Just setting up the cameras?
魚介の
It
風
should
味が
not take
強
that
く
long.
て、具の魚も舌の上でホロホロとほぐれて感動的な美味しさです。材料も調味料も限られているのにすごいですね。
あらあら、そこまで褒められると恥ずかしくなっちゃうわね。でも本当に簡単な料理なのよ。冷凍のお魚は冷蔵庫にたくさん入っていたから、それをゆっ
How much
くり
food
と
do we
時
have
間
here?
をかけて煮込んだ
Actually, no, that's a good question. How long can we last? How long can we last just sitting
美
here?
味しい料理のコツは材料にこだわることよりも焦らず丁寧に手間暇をかけてあげることなの。操作と同じでね。だからみんなも隠し通路が見つからなかったからって焦っちゃダメよ。手間暇かけた美味しいスープも焦って強火で煮込んじゃったら風味が台無しだからね。
I mean, yeah, we can have a good meal.
こんなディナーが毎晩食べれるなら、あと2、3日は閉じ込められてても全然いいかな。
俺も同感。人もいっぱいで賑やかだし、楽しい旅行にでも来た気分だよ。
On vacation
不謹
in
慎です
Murder
わよ、2
Hotel.
人とも。特に渋谷さんは今日罠で死にかけたというじゃありませんの。入り口のシャンデリアの件もありますし、他にも罠が仕掛けられているかもしれませんわ。早く隠し通路を見つけて脱出しなければ危険ですわよ。お堅いね、家族ちゃん。楽しくおしゃべりしていた方が隠し通路のアイディアも湧くかもしれないじゃん。根を詰めすぎずに気楽に行こうよ。気楽にさ。
Chill out, bro.
雑談でアイデアが浮かべば誰も苦労はしませんわよ。
俺は渋谷ちゃんの意見も一理あると思うけどね。
はあ？冗談も休みおっしゃい。
I mean, that's a good spread right there as well. Is it called sprites? I don't know what else to call it. I think like sprite is like, well, whatever. Who cares?
でも家族さん、渋谷さんは実際
Image or
に
whatever.
雑談を武器に事件を解決に導いて序列を上げてきたんだよ。
雑談を武器に上流階級をからかうつもりですの？
からかうだなんてとんでもない、正真正銘の事実さ。ねえ無能くん、何か考え事をしようと思った時、無音の空間に閉じこもることと少し賑やかな街並みで散
Well,
歩
I
するこ
wouldn't
と。
know.
無音の空間ですかね。賑やかな場所でしかも歩いていたりしたら気が散ってしまいますし。
そうだろうね。でも実は著名な経営者の多くは後者、賑やかな場所を選ぶというデータがあるんだ。
Oh, I can't be a business leader. Oh no. I mean, they have to get used to the noisiness, I guess.
なんですって消せませんわ。上流階級にも分かるよう説明なさい。
脳に適度な刺激を与えてくれるからだね。もちろん一つの物事に集中したいときは雑音が少なくて思考が乱されない方がいい。でも発想の幅を広げたいのなら一点に集中しすぎるのは視野が狭まって逆効果なんだ。
下道くんの言う通りだよ。脳が最も活性化するのは新しい刺激を受けた時。つまり雑談程度の軽い刺激を脳に与え続けた方が新たな発想を導きやすい。それに雑談しやすいということは各自の知る情報を共有しやすいということでもあるからね。
No, I mean, you guys love over-explaining simple
より円滑になるんだ。
concepts. Like, this facilitates an otherwise neglected exchange of information. Like, okay, dude, I think we get
事
it.
実、渋谷さんが関わった事件の平均的な解決速度は同盟内3位。組織の創始者である始祖探偵ビドック、実質的なリーダーである理想さんに次ぐ速度を誇っている。
That's interesting. That's also very impressive.
他者との交流を深めることで自分自身だけでなく周囲にまで好影響を及ぼす渋谷さん独自の推理方法はコミュニケーション推理として同盟内でも評価が高いんだよ。
I guess that makes sense for someone called Town Detective.
まさかそこまで考えられた推理方法だったなんて。あなた見かけによらず切れ者なんですのね。
The third fastest at solving cases is pretty impressive, though.
いや、そこまでしっかりと考えてはなかったけどね。つうかうちの場合雑談してなきゃ頭が疲れるってだけだし。でもほら、ミステリーものでも脇役の何気ない発言でピーンときたりするじゃん。それと同じで一人で考え込むよりも
Has
会
everyone
話があっ
read
た
a
方がい
bunch
い
of
んじゃない
mystery
かな
novels?
って思うわけよ。
コミュニケーション推理か。
Okay, clear this in the word communication. Why is it called social deduction? I return to my seat. Armor sits next to me, deep in thought.
我も負けてられん。独自の推理方法を身につけるのであ
You
る。
really don't need to.
脳に刺激を与えるのがポイントみたいだし、簡単な運動をしながら考え事をするのもありかもね。
つまり筋トレ推理か。
Workout
よし、
deduction.
今夜早速試してみるのである。
筋トレに熱中しすぎて推理が二の次になってしまわないようにね。
だがトレーニングとは己との戦いにおいて雑念を抱くなど命取りではないのか。
そう考えちゃうならやっぱり向いてないね。
Yeah, that's not how deduction
案外が
works.
難しいと思うよ。僕は渋谷さんと一緒に事件を捜査したことがあるんだけど、ああ見えて彼女かなり周囲を見ていてね。空気を読むのがうまいっていうのか、とにかく邪魔にならない程度に話しかけるのがとても上手に感じたんだ。
そういえば2階の罠から抜け出した後、我が自分を責めようとした時、真っ先に彼女が注意してくれたな。そのおかげでへこみすぎずに済んだのである。
ホームズさんが死んだ時も僕らを叱ってくれたよね。あれもきっと
Are you sure?
渋谷さんなりの優しさなんだって思うよ。
実はね、無能くんだから教える話なんだけど、渋谷さんはお友達を八つ崎港に殺されているそうだから、余計に仲間意識が強いと思うんだ。
Okay, why is that's such a sick image for the quartering Duke,
友
though?
達を八つ崎港に。
What are these weird flashes? Malcolm, are you good? Someone's coughing echoes in the dining room. Lugram is covering her mouth, looking pale in the face. Music stands behind her, patting her back with concern.
大丈夫か、ブン。あんな恐ろしい目にあったばかりなんだ。食べられないなら無理して食べなくてもいいんだぞ。
Oh yeah, she's like, what was it, 7, 8, 9? Okay, it was 11. It was older than I thought it was. I thought it was like, I thought she was like 8.
別に平気です。せっかく作ってくださったのに残すなんて申し訳ないので全部食べます。と言って
私の前では強がらなくていい。お前の記憶力は同盟でも屈指なんだ。昨日の凄惨な現場に今日の強烈な罠、連日で刺激的な光景を目の当たりにすればキャパを超えて当然だろう。
Mystic gives a general smile as he takes Bookworm's trembling hands into his own. She gives him a silent nod before the two of them stand.
食事の途中ですまないが、私たちは一足早く部屋へ戻らせてもらう。後ほど片付けに来るから食器はそのままにしておいてくれ。
文学さんは大丈夫なんですか？
Okay, well,
食事に
that's
毒でも。
a little much.
安心してくれ。そのようなものは入っていない。一言で言うなら記憶力の弊害だよ。
She remembers the scene from yesterday and the thing today very easily.
弊害？
また今度説明しよう。諸君、騒がせてすまなかったな。食事を続けてくれ。
Yeah, I'll ignore it. I'll just eat this sausage food again. With that, they leave the room. Everyone's minds must be on Mystic and Bookworm. Our terror dies down as we eat in silence. Afterward, we all pitch in to clean up before going our separate ways.
ム
For
ロ
the
ちゃん
night.
この後何か用事あるかしら？
Gourmet calls to me right before I leave. Techi's with her, balancing his tablet and laptop on his knees. These two make a bit of an odd couple.
まだ言っていない書斎を見ておこうと思っていたくらいで、用事はないですけど、どうかしたんで？
リビングに監視カメラを確認するためのタブレットを設置しようと思うのだけど、家具を移動させる必要があるから男手が欲しいの。
Alright, sure thing.
武装さんと飛躍さんにはうっかり電子機器を壊してしまいそうだからと断られまして。
Okay, doleful because of his, danger mag and armor because he's way too strong.
それはそうかもね。もちろん手伝うのは全然構わないよ。
I can picture Armor snapping a tablet with his brute strength or doleful tripping over and ripping it through the cords.
釣れないなあ。なら俺も誘ってくれよ。
We exchange a glance at the unexpected words from this equally unexpected person.
機動探偵、君も手伝ってくれるの？
意外そうな顔だね。
Alright, this guy, I love this
最
dude's
初に会っ
design.
た時、
He actually might be
趣味は
my
ボラン
favorite
ティアだと。
so far in the game.
俺は困っている人を見ると助けずにはいられない性分なんだ。だから探偵をやっている。
Very unconvincing coming from you. It's striking out insincere sounds. As usual, I can't get a read on him. But many hands make light work, so it can't hurt but say yes.
ありがとう。じゃあ早速リビングに。
私も手伝うよ。
Okay, do we
一応
need,
年長者だからね。
do we need all these people here though? We're having a
社
full
畜さん、
party.
いたんですか？
I reflexively jump back, surprised the workaholic next to me.
ずっといたよ。私の影が薄いからってその反応は傷つくな。
ごめんなさい。でも助かります。
優しい男の子が多くて助かるわ。これならスムーズにタブレットの設置もできそうね。
What if there's a secret entrance behind the furniture that nobody just found?
皆さん
That'd be
ありがとう
hilarious.
ございます。それではリビングへと移動しましょうか。
Gourmet pushes Techi's wheelchair out of the room. I start following after them, but when my hand touches the door,
何も企んでないから安心しないよ。
口でならどうとでも言えるさ。
oh, so he's basically being chaperone. I sense a palpable tension between workaholic and renegade detective. Did something happen earlier this afternoon? I'm curious, but also too cowardly to ask, so I continue on to the living room. Typical.
すべての監視カメラの映像を確認できました。皆さん
Okay, now.
ご協力ありがとうございます。
Having rearranged living room furniture, installed the cables in, set up the tablet on the table, our work is finally done. It's now 9 p.m. The room's layout made wiring things difficult, so the process wound up taking much longer than we had anticipated.
カメラの映像はどうすれば見られるの？
このテーブルの上に置いたタブレットで見られますよ。トップでは監視カメラの映像の一覧を確認できます。タッ
Oh,
プすれ
wow.
ば大き
You
な
got
画
this
面
whole
でも
place
確認
wired.
可能
The
です。
quartering Duke is shaking in his boots.
ヤマトちゃんってば、今日も部屋で武道の稽古をしてるのね。
音声は拾えていないのに騒がしい空気がするんだからさすがだよね。
音声は聞こえないの？
はい、聞こえ
Oh,
ま
of
せん。
course it wouldn't be any
スマ
sound.
ホのスピーカーだと音声を正確に記録
That
す
would
る
be
の
very
が難し
impressive if you
くて
could manage to
断
get
念
sound
し
on
ま
this
した。
though. It's a bit of a relief to hear that it isn't recording sound. It means I can speak with Holmes in my room without anyone finding out. Or without thinking that you're schizophrenic. Hey, what is bro babbling about in there?
科学くん、本当にお疲れ様。これでほとんどの部屋は監視カメラでカバーできたわけだね。私から探偵デバイスを通じて他の探偵たちにも情報共有をしておくよ。
この監視カメラが抑止力となってこれ以上の犠牲者が出るのを避けられればいいのですが。
Heck yeah, the recording dude can't act freely without being caught on the camera or destroying it.
個室まで撮影されているんだからきっと避けられるよ。この状況で誰かに危害を加えようとするなんて、自分は八つ咲き校だって自白しているようなものだし。
そうですよね。ありがとうございます、無能さん。
No issue.
科学ちゃん、作業に夢中でお夕飯あまり食べられていないでしょ。おやしょ。
いいんですか？ありがとうございます。お言葉に甘えさせていただきます。
Gray pushes Teki's wheelchair and the two of them head toward the dining room. I decide that this is as good a time as any to take a shower, but just as I turn to go, Renegade Detective blocks my path. He flashes his iconic shady smile.
ねえ、老子探偵を殺した犯人について二人はどう考えてるんだい？
So I don't know who it is. Okay, my leading suspicion field of no evidence is workaholic. So I can't quite say that when he's right next to me. Oh yeah, I suspect workaholic detective. He's really stupid. Workaholic steps in front of renegade detective as if to shield me. He answers in a cold voice that betrays his usual calm demeanor.
急な質問だね。悪いが、ノーコメントとさせてもらうよ。
You're acting like you're talking to a journalist.
なぜだい？探偵同士推理を語り合ったっていいじゃないか。
I mean, it involves suspecting each other with little to no evidence, so I feel like no.
そうだね。君の悪癖。真相にたどり着いているのに引っかき回そうとする癖がなければ乗ってあげてもいいよ。
心外だな。傷つくよ。
まあまあ。
It's hard to believe how sour the mood got the moment Gourmet and Teki left. It seems the unease I sensed earlier on wasn't just my imagination. Like I thought something must have happened between these two.
無能君はどう思う？やっぱり八つ咲き子は俺たちの中にいるのかな？
I mean, he has to be.
まだ何とも言えません。でも僕はいないって信じたいです。
Yeah, not good enough. It doesn't matter what we want to believe.
信じたいか。それはどうして？
だって仲間じゃないですか。同じ探偵同士で疑い合うなんて悲しいですよ。
ピュアな答えだね。
Why do you gotta say it like that, though?
でも妙だとは思わないかい？この島へ呼ばれたメンバーには統一感がなさすぎるじゃないか。
Isn't that the detectives in general, though? He's right. There's no consistency on ages, genders, or ranks within the organization. I'd assume the group was somewhat for its diversity and range of abilities, but now that you mention it, it is a bit odd.
社畜探偵、君はこのメンバーが選ばれた理由に心当たりはないのか？ホームズとの連絡係も受け持つ君だ。事情を聞いているんだろう？
聞いていたらみんなにも話すさ。そもそもこのメンバー選定を行ったのは組織の創始者であるビドックさんだ。私どころかリーダーだって知らなかったと思うよ。
Vito.
そうかい。それじゃあひとまずそういうことにしておこう。まあ書庫で資料を漁った限り多少共通点は見受けられたけどね。
What documents?
共通点って。
Upon my asking, Renegade Detective withdraws a notebook from his pocket, explaining away as he flips through the pages.
前提として八つ咲き校事件には今から13年前に起こった明けぬ夜事件からの影響が指摘されている。
Okay.
明けの夜事件って言えば 新興宗教団体が引き起こした大規模テロ未遂事件だよね。八崎港事件とどんな接点があるの？
Upon my asking, Renegade Detective withdraws a notebook from his pocket, explaining away as he flips through the pages.
前提として八崎港事件には今から13年前に起こった明けぬ夜事件からの影響が指摘されている。
Okay.
明けぬ夜事件って言えば新興宗教団体が引き起こした大規模テロ未遂事件だよね。
いろいろとあるんだけど分かりやすい点は2つかな。まず明けぬ夜事件も本来明王と名乗る謎の人物が犯行声明を出した後、全国的に大量殺人事件を引き起こす計画だった。ビードックや老子探偵たちが事前に止めていなければ被害は八崎港事件を優に超えていたそうだよ。八崎港の犯行はまるで明王の後を継いだみたいだと思わないか？
That seems like a bit of a
もう
stretch.
一つの共通点は明けぬ夜事件の犯人たちが製造していた神経毒が
That's less of a
八崎港
stretch.
事件でも用いられていることだ。この神経毒は個人レベルで製造できるものじゃない。明けぬ夜事件を引き起こした宗教団体の残党が八崎港に協力していると見てまず間違いないよ。ねえ社畜探偵、ここまでの説明に異論はあるかい？
いや、的確な考察だ。私も八崎港は明けぬ夜事件と関わりがあると考えている。
Renegade Detective smiles contentedly at Workaholic's words before continuing with his explanation.
そこで俺は気づいたんだよ。この島へ呼ばれた探偵たちはみんな八崎港事件か明けぬ夜事件の関係者なのかもしれない。
What am I linked to?
関係者？それってどういうこと？
さっきも言った通り、老子探偵は明けぬ夜事件を解決した
Okay,
人。
Senior.
それに美食探偵と社畜探
Gourmet
偵、
Workaholic,
飛
Doleful
脚探
Rowdy.
偵、大和探偵の4人は明けぬ夜事件で家族を失っている。
どうして君がそれを？
ほら、俺はよく書庫にこもっていただろう。あれは探偵同盟に保管された貴重な資料の数々を一通り読破するためだったんだ。さすがに個人と直接結びつけられるような情報はなかったけど、俺にとってはあまりにも十分すぎた。
Oh, because I guess in order to know that you'd have to know his name.
館の探索に手を貸さないのはその調査が目的か。人の過去を詮索するのはいい趣味とは言えないよ。
None of it helps solve the case.
おかしなことを言うね。地道な調査こそ探偵の王道じゃないか。
他の人はどんな関わりがあったの？それに僕は明けぬ夜事件なんてテレビでしか知らないレベルなんだけど。
文学ちゃんは宗教団体明けぬ夜の残党が引き起こした事件の被害者で、魔界探偵がその事件を解決した張本人さ。その後彼女を養子に迎えるなどアフターフォローも完璧。それにあのネアカな渋谷ちゃんはなんと親友を八崎港に殺されてる。
Dang.
実は誰
I skipped that way too fast.
親友
I think of what Doleful said during dinner. Thinking back, I did feel a sense of rage from someone whenever the quartering Duke came up. It was downtown, the girl who knows how to read a soul's situation. She must have been forcing a cheery smile to avoid spreading any negativity.
現状接点が見つからないのは君とホームズ、家族ちゃんにガック、
That is really
それ
lazy.
と武装ちゃんくらいかな。まあきっと何かしらの接点があるんだろうね。
I mean, I guess we don't know who Armor is, but Posh and Techie, I mean, there should be something. Holmes and me. That horrible scene from 10 years ago resurfaces in my mind. If that confinement incident is connected to the direless night of the quarreling Duke, then both Holmes and I fit into Renegade's story. I feel as if there's something I'm still struggling to remember, something I can't afford to forget. But besides that, how is Renegade tied into it?
まあともかく俺たちがこの島へ集められたことは確かだ。
To
探
kill
偵
us
同
all?
士助け合って八崎港事件を解決に導こう。One for all, all for one さ。
Okay, why do you guys sound so cheery when saying that?
無能君が疑心暗鬼になるような情報を伝えてどの口が言うんだ。君は人の命を軽んじすぎている。殺人事件を楽しむ君のようなやつを私は絶対に認めない。
心外だな。俺ほど命を重く考えている人はいないよ。神様に誓ったっていい。
Why is he so angry? Renegade's glib words sound excited like lines from a play. It's little wonder that a vein is hosting a mild-mannered workaholic's temple.
無能君、外道探偵が今話したことは事実だ。この島に集まった探偵の多くは明けぬ夜事件と
So an incident from 13 years ago is still currently ongoing from someone else, huh?
はっきり言って誰が八つ咲き校だとしても不思議じゃない。誰が味方で誰が敵なのか見極める目を養うんだ。もちろんこの私も含めてね。
君とはやはり気が合わないな。
Renegade detective lets out a disinterested yawn as he heads to the
探
exit.
偵とは元来エゴイストなものさ。ホームズにしろ明智
Who's
小五
Kogoro
郎にしろ
Akechi?
犯罪者たちよりもよほど身勝手じゃないか。探偵にとって誰が味方であろうとも誰が敵であろうとも大して意味はない。もちろん助け合うことは有益だ。どんどんやればいい。者のために自分を殺す生き方だ。探偵失格なんだ。真面目で家族思い。
Dang.
社畜だ。
君みたいな下道に言われる筋合いはない。せいぜい本性を暴かれないよう注意することだね。
I mean, I guess Workaholic doesn't like him, which makes sense. Renegade makes his way out of the living room, laughing uproariously all the while. Why is just two of us? Workaholic lets loose with a deep sigh, sitting down right where he is.
まったくどうしてみんな自分勝手なことばっかり言うんだ。
大丈夫ですか？胃腸薬ならありますけど。
For stomach flips.
ありがとう無能君。でも大丈夫。大人はその手の医療薬は常備しているものだから。君の目の前で下道君とやり合ってしまってごめんよ。昼間に彼と意見がぶつかり合ってしまってからずっとああして喧嘩腰でね。
It's because he knows that you were the killer.
そうだったんですか。
It figures Renegade Detective seems to be the obstinate side, and yet
本当にそれだけなのかな。
it's hard to believe that their bad blood is only due to a conflict of opinion. Of course, now probably isn't the time to pry into it.
それじゃあ私も今日はここで失礼させてもらうよ。
I mean, it is earlier than yesterday, but it's good.
いくら監視カメラが設置されたとは言っても単独行動が危険なことに変わりはない。よくよく注意してくれ。
はい、ありがとうございます、社畜さん。
Alright, see you later. I gotta go talk to my ideal detective. Now alone in the room, I lean back in my chair, letting my mind linger on the things Workaholic had said.
誰が味方で誰が敵かを見極めろか。
I look at the security feeds on the tablet and see the detectives in their rooms, each of them passing the time in their preferred way. Downtown does her nails, whereas Roddy is training vigorously. Armor sits cross-legged in meditation, Doleful is dozing in bed while Posh pens a letter. Everyone has their own circumstances, each is living according to their own ideals. I refuse to even entertain the idea of one of them being the quartering Duke.
みんなで生きて帰れるといいな。
Honestly, since this camera is Nutrium, the quartering Duke must be under stress to act as they normally should. My honest feelings slip out of my mouth. I'm startled when they receive a reply
素敵な
by...
理想じゃないか。私よりよほど理想探偵という名が似合うんじゃないか。
ホームズさん。
Yo, what's up, Miss Ghost? She floats over to my side, pressing close to me. It's not as though I can feel the weight on her body, but strangely enough, it still makes me feel warm and relaxed.
しばらく姿を見せていませんでしたけど。
思念だけの存在とは言っても。
Oh, it gets rid of the voice acting. I was wondering what that was.
寝なくても平気というわけじゃないんですね。
Dang, that's
まだ
unfortunate.
わからないことだらけだが、そうらしい。おそらく人間の体と同じで、 1日に6時間から8時間は意識が遮断される時間が発生
I
す
mean,
る
you
よ。
can't pull any all-nighters.
君が私の姿を視認できていなかったことを考えると、意識が途絶えている間は君にも私の姿は見えないのだろう。我ながらおかしな状態だな。
That makes 3 rules that we know about how Holmes functions. A. She can't be more than 3 meters away from me. B. Our minds are linked so she can read my thoughts and share my dreams when I sleep. 3 meters? Really? If she can investigate the room above and around you. I don't know how... definitely more than 3 meters, though. And finally, C. Her mind shuts down once a day for 68 hours, during which I can't see her. So even as a living thought, she doesn't have free reign. Talk about inconvenient.
ところでホームズさんはこの洋館の中に犯人がいると言いましたよね。
ああ、言ったな。それがどうかしたのか。
Who do you think it is?
それは僕たち探偵同盟の中にいるということなんですか？
Holmes' eyes go wide and she tilts her head in apprehension.
どうして今さらそんな質問を？疑わしい人でも出てきたのか？
All of them. Every single one. I think the Golden Duke is all of them. Just a grand conspiracy.
逆です。探偵同盟の皆さんと一緒に行動していると、自分の信念をしっかり持っている人たちばかりだって思えて、このようなシリアルキラーがいるだなんて僕にはどうしても思えないんです。敵と味方とを見極めるよう社畜さんから忠告を受けましたけど、今の僕には全然わかりません。探偵失格なんでしょうか？
そんなことで悩んでいたのか。可愛いやつだな、君は。
Holmes motions as she was patting me on the head, smiling as she continues to speak.
いいか、そもそも人間は敵と味方とで切り分けられるほど単純じゃないんだ。例えば、もし魔界探偵が本当は殺人鬼だったとしよう。その場合、君は今日彼に助けられたことも
I mean,
悪
it
と
would
断
be
ずるのか？
recontextualized a little bit.
いや、それは
何を迷う？殺人鬼ならば絶対的に君の敵なのか？どうなんだ？
殺人は許せませんけど、敵とは限らないと思います。まずはどんな事情があるのかを聞かないと判断できません。
そうだろ？善悪、敵味方の基準など状況次第、目線次第でいくらでも変わりうるんだよ。社畜くんが下道探偵を疑うのはわかるが、だからといってワトくんまで仲間を疑ってかかる必要はない。君は君自身が信じたいと思った人を信じればいいさ。
Alright, sure, whatever you say, I'll do it.
状況次第
I will trust them until I have evidence not to. Except for Workaholic, I hate that dude. She's right, I don't know what happened between Workaholic and Renegade, so I can't make any judgments. And that's to say nothing of how much I still don't know about the other detectives. I should start talking to each one of them so I can get to know their lives and personalities better.
他の探偵たちと話して彼らのことを知るか。君らしいグッドな判断だ。応援しているよ、ワトくん。
Wato-kun.
心を読まないでくださいよ。
読みたくなくて
I
も
don't think she
読ん
can
で
help
しまう
it.
のだから仕方がないさ。私と君は
I can't hear your thoughts
一心同
though.
体のような状態だから
Isn't that kind of cheap?
少なくともいついかなる時も私だけは君の味方だ。もっと信頼してくれると嬉しいな。
ええ、もちろん信じていますよ、ホームズさん。
ホームズだと。
Mystic scare. I hear a voice behind me and swivel around. Standing there is Mystic, a grim look upon his face. Yeah, no, because, like, this is the only dude who would actually consider the possibility of a ghost haunting me. Like, as an actual, real possibility.
しまった、完全に気が抜けてた。
The sudden interruption sends my heart racing. I shoot Holmes a glance for guidance, but...
いい機会だ。彼に私のことを話してみればいいんじゃないか。
Who just said? Holmes giggles next to the Mystic as if this whole situation doesn't concern him in the least. What have I gotten myself into?
軍が熱いたからみんなの様子を見に来たのだ。思わぬ収穫だ。すべて正直に話してもらうぞ。
I think I'm gonna end the video here. This was a good spot too, and I think I've done this. I think I've been playing for a long time today. I'm not sure if it exceeds an hour or not. I am not sure. But anyway, This doesn't seem that eventful. I think we only got into like a trap or something. We explored the entire house, but experience comes I guess a lot got done. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe for some more process of elimination. Or not. Or you can do whatever you want. You have free will. You can just turn off the TV, the phone, laptop, and go outside. Take a walk, take a breather. Feel the fresh air, touch the grass. If you want to. But if not, stay inside. Keep watching more videos. I'll see you guys next one. Adios.